Hey everyone, welcome back to Alleyways, or if it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and if you haven't already, please make sure to join the Alleyways family, subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and turn on post notifications, not only so you know when I have new content, but also so I can include you in my subscriber shout out. This is my special way of thanking and acknowledging each and every one of you. The Alleyways family has grown so much lately, and that is so exciting to me. I love and appreciate you all so much. I'm going to be shouting out two very special subscribers at the end of today's video, so make sure you stay tuned until the end in case that's you. For today's video, I am so excited to continue our Disney Cruise Line menu review series. We have been going restaurant by restaurant on board Disney Cruise Line, reviewing the dinner menus, and today we are going to be talking about dinner at Royal Palace. Now, Royal Palace is a restaurant on board the Disney Dream cruise ship, but it shares a similar menu to Royal Court on the Disney Fantasy, to Triton's on the Disney Wonder, and to Lumiere's on the Disney Magic. There may be small differences here and there in these restaurants between ships, but for the most part, they share an extremely similar menu. Just so you know, it's going to be the same for the most part across all the ships. It's an incredible restaurant that offers French-inspired cuisine and a gorgeous setting on the Dream and Fantasy. It's inspired by Disney princesses. It truly does feel like, to me, you're eating in a castle. I've not gotten to go to Lumiere's yet, but growing up, Triton's was my absolute favorite restaurant. I love The Little Mermaid. Again, a very gorgeous princess-inspired environment, obviously by The Little Mermaid on the Wonder, and then by Beauty and the Beast on the Magic. Not only is the setting and atmosphere absolutely incredible, but the menu is to die for. It is one of the strongest on board, in my opinion. After this series, now that we've kind of completed, for the most part, the main dining rooms, I want to know which restaurant is your favorite and why in the comments down below. But let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into what you can expect at bread service. I am going to put a link in the description box down below to the website where I found the menu. This was the menu last time I was on board. It might have changed since then. But bread service in Royal Palace is one you cannot miss. So for bread service in Royal Palace, you can expect warm herb brioche with an olive spread. I've said in this series time and time again, I love my carbs, I love bread, and Disney Cruise Line really makes me practice self-restraint because I am somebody who could totally just fill up on bread before dinner. And in Royal Palace especially, because this brioche is to die for. It is so soft. The outside is flaky, the inside is just so soft and airy, and the olive spread, I'm a huge fan of olives. This olive spread is delicious. And the presentation, how amazing is it that they bring out this bread service in a container that looks like a carriage, and then the bread is baked to look like Cinderella's pumpkin. Like, that is just not only so magical, but so delicious. And if the rest of the menu weren't just absolutely stacked, I would eat more of this bread service. But because there's so many things that I love in each portion of the menu, I do have to hold back a little. But this is not a bread service you want to miss. Don't pass it up. You at least have to have a piece or two because it is that good. Let's move on to our appetizers. The appetizers that are available in Royal Palace are duck confit, slow-cooked duck leg pulled and garnished with dried cranberries and walnuts. Ice lobster and jumbo shrimp with green asparagus, horseradish cream, and dill dressing. Gaston's escargot gratinée, herb-marinated snails with finely chopped mushrooms topped with garlic butter. And last, breaded and deep-fried brie with an orange and cranberry chutney. So I have actually tried all of the appetizers in Royal Palace. I love them all. I am somebody personally who doesn't seek out escargot or duck. I'm not sure what that says about my taste. I know that they're fabulous and delicious. I did try them and I thought that they were really good. However, the ice lobster and jumbo shrimp and the breaded and deep fried brie are so amazing that I give them preference. So the duck, for me, like I said, I'm just not a big fan. The plating is incredible. The taste was actually really great, and I have the feeling if you're somebody who is a big fan of duck, that this would be a great choice for you. The escargot also This was actually my first time trying escargot. It was in Triton's when I was younger. I felt very adventurous. Again, it was something that I could appreciate the taste, but it was not my favorite. Plated beautifully, it tasted good, but I don't seek it out. That's just me. So let's talk about first the iced lobster and jumbo shrimp. This is absolutely delicious, and it's going to be a much lighter option for your appetizer. It is chilled, and for me, I don't know about y'all, but when I eat something cold, it doesn't fill me up as much as when I eat something warm or hot. And this is plated beautifully as well, and as you can see, the serving is just a little bit smaller, but that's all you really need. You get the great flavors. Everything tasted so fresh and delicious. I definitely would recommend this to our seafood lovers. However, if you don't like seafood, you should get my favorite appetizer, the breaded and deep fried brie. I can't imagine who wouldn't like it. First of all, it's always amazing to me when people don't like cheese. I love cheese, and I especially love brie. I think it's probably my favorite cheese, and if you bread it and deep fry it, I mean, what could be wrong with that? This is so delicious. I would say the plating is a little bit simpler, but that's only because it doesn't have to be too special because it's so delicious. The cranberry chutney that comes with it just pairs so perfectly. I usually here in Royal Palace do, like I said earlier, really try and pace myself. I've usually had quite a bit of brioche at this point, and the breaded and deep fried brie comes with 2 pieces, so usually my dad and I will go halvesies, where he'll give me some of his iced lobster and jumbo shrimp, and I'll give him one of my pieces of breaded and deep fried brie, and that to me is perfect. But this is so delicious. It is not to be missed. It is one of the best things I have ever eaten, hands down one of my favorite appetizers on board. I miss it right now just talking about it. But if you could find somebody that could go halvesies with you on one of these, that would be great. But as I always say in all of these videos, you don't have to. Order anything and everything that you want. You're not limited to just one appetizer, one soup and salad, or one entree. You can order as much of whatever you want on Disney Cruise Line. It is your vacation. It's your time to let loose and get what you want. So if there's 2 appetizers that you want, go wild, get them both. If you're wanting to pace yourself, order one for the table. That's always a great move, and everybody gets to try it. Now let's move on to soups and salads. The soups and salads that are available at Royal Palace are French onion soup with Gruyere cheese crouton, potage parmentier, leek and potato soup, farmhouse salad, baby spinach, asparagus, cherry tomatoes, and fingerling potatoes, served with a goat cheese crostini and olive vinaigrette. Red wine Basque pear salad, arugula, sliced red onions, and crispy lardons dressed with a sherry wine dressing and served with a red wine poached Basque pear. So here in Royal Palace, I have actually tried all of the soups and salads at various points in time on different cruises. However, the thing I always go back to is the French onion soup. It is absolutely delicious. Again, I like cheese, and this is a really cheesy, wonderful soup. It is really delicious. Now I realize that my choices are getting a little cheese heavy, so if you are somebody who there is such a thing as too much cheese and you decide to go with the bread and deep fried brie, all of these salads are great. The farmhouse is great, the red wine Basque pear is great, but to me the standout here is the French onion soup. The crouton is delicious. The actual soup portion itself is so wonderful. A lot of French onion soups, in my opinion, have a tendency to get overly salty, but this one is just right. It has the perfect amount of cheese, a little too much cheese, and a great, wonderful crouton. The leek and potato soup was really great. I thought it was better than the baked potato soup in Animator's Palette, but around the same flavor profile. And both of these salads were really good. My mom is somebody who always orders a salad. She's so healthy. And between the two, I preferred the farmhouse salad, and that was only because I have a preference for spinach over arugula. I also love asparagus. So for me, that is why I chose one over the other. They're both delicious. The pear salad, I love pears. This was really, really great. And again, if you're somebody who is really trying to pace yourself, I think a salad is a good option. I think it, to me, and I'm not a foodie, but it feels like it aids digestion a little bit to have a salad, like almost like it increases your appetite. And both of these were really great. They were a little bit on the sweeter side to me. Yeah, you can't go wrong. My favorite's the French onion soup. If I am missing out on one of these and you think they are just awesome and I should give them a go again, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna try everything, I think, when I go back on board. So far, you guys can see there's strong selections in every category, and that's definitely true in the next portion, our entrees. The entrees that are available in Royal Palace are conchiglie pasta with buttered lobster tossed in a tomato shrimp tarragon brandy sauce with lemon basil, crispy roasted duck breast with cabbage, shallots, honey parsnip mash, and a duck red wine jus, oven-baked salmon royale, crowned with king's smoked salmon and horseradish crust, accompanied by sautéed Swiss chard, truffled cauliflower puree, and white wine beurre blanc, roasted rack of lamb medium, with something I can't pronounce, potatoes, buttered Brussels sprouts, and a burgundy rosemary sauce. And last but certainly not least, the Chateaubriand roasted filet steak, crusted new potatoes with shallots, buttered green beans, red wine jus, and a béarnaise sauce on the side. Okay, confession time. I've only had 2 of these entrees. I have, of course, had the filet steak, and I've also tried the oven-baked salmon royale. Now, I know that you all may think that that is crazy, because yes, I have been on quite a few Disney cruises, and I probably should change it up, but I don't go often enough to want to stray from my options that I love. I am a big steak lover. I absolutely love steak, and this filet is one of the best steaks I've had, hands down, ever. It's rivaled probably only by the filet and Paulo upstairs. It's delicious. It truly is. It's a wonderful steak. And to me, there's something when I'm on vacation that's just really nice about sitting down for a steak dinner. It feels very luxurious. It feels very nice. And the green beans it comes with are great. The potatoes are nice. It's the perfect sides to have with this. I love the béarnaise sauce. It's wonderful. My siblings have been getting the oven-baked salmon royale because they're big salmon fans, and they got brave enough to change things up. And so I did try some of their oven-baked salmon royale in the past, and it was wonderful. It was a really great salmon. It wasn't enough to, you know, steer me away from the filet, but it is definitely one to try. It is really, really wonderful. The pasta, now that I'm looking at the menu, sounds incredible. I haven't tried it, like I said, just because I love the steak so much, but that's definitely something I think that the next time we go, we should try for the table, because the photos that I saw look incredible and the description sounds delicious. Now, like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of duck. That's why I haven't gotten the roasted duck breast before. It also looks delicious, has really gorgeous plating, just like everything else. And I'm sure that if you were a duck fan, this would be a great choice. Somebody let me know if you have tried it, how it is, and what you like about it. Share that with us in the comments down below. And then I'm also not somebody who eats a lot of lamb. I'm not too fancy of an eater. The lamb also looks delicious. I'm wondering if in the past some of my family members have gotten it. I think that in the past that my dad has tried the lamb before and gave it a good review. But for me, the filet is just so good. It really is. I've seen other people that have gone on Disney Cruise Line that have been plus minus on this, and I just think that's crazy because it really is so delicious and you can't miss it. If you're more of a seafood person, I'd recommend the oven-baked salmon royale. No matter what you get on Disney Cruise Line, it's going to be good. I've never had anything bad on board. Truly, everything is delicious. The service is unparalleled. You're not going to go wrong with any of these options, and that includes this dessert menu. let's see what's available. Now let's move on to my personal favorite part of dinner, dessert. Now Royal Palace has, in my opinion, the best dessert menu on board. This is so good. Here's what's available. Grand Marnier souffle, served with Grand Marnier creme anglaise, strawberry shortcake sundae, strawberries, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and shortcake, Tahitian vanilla creme brulee with almond biscotti, and last, the apple tart tatin, caramelized baked apple served with vanilla ice cream. So, I have tried 3 of the 4 desserts. I really do want to try the apple tart. I ordered 2 desserts in Royal Palace. For my live chat crew, I want you all to guess while I'm talking right now which 2 that I get. As always, nothing is going to be bad. I can't wait to try the apple tart. It looks delicious online. I love apple and fruit-based desserts. This is definitely something, if you guys have tried it, I want to know if I'm missing out on something incredibly delicious. But I always go double dessert in Royal Palace, and I get the Grand Marnier souffle and the creme brulee. I love creme brulee. It's one of my all-time favorite desserts. There are very few places where I order it out where I feel like it has been as good as it is on board Disney Cruise Line. It is absolutely delicious. The top is that perfect caramelized sugar, absolutely delicious, looks beautiful, is so much fun and very therapeutic to crack, and then underneath is just so custardy and wonderful. I love that you can see the grain from the vanilla bean and really taste it. It is so good, and I eat every last bite. Even at this point, I'm so full from dinner, but I cannot waste the food. I always join the clean plate club when it comes to my creme brulee because it is so good. Now, I also love souffle. Souffle is another thing that feels like such a luxury. It is just one of the best desserts that you can have, in my opinion, and this Grand Marnier souffle is one of the best souffles I have ever had. It is so good, and it's so nice that they come out and prepare your souffle for you. The flavor is just incredible. It is, oh, what can I say about it? It's light, it's fluffy, it's creamy, it's warm, it's delicious. You don't have to worry about if you're somebody that's too sensitive about like the alcohol taste. It's very subtle. It just really elevates the flavor profile. It is, it's to die for, and I miss it so much. To me, Royal Palace is the perfect place to go on your last night on board because it feels a lot more formal. Does anybody else feel like that? And I think this whole menu and the vibe inside probably contributes to that, but having my creme brulee and Grand Marnier souffle, we're usually in Royal Palace on the last night, is just the perfect ending to a perfect vacation. Now, the strawberry shortcake sundae I have tried. It's delicious. I think that it is a great dessert, and if I were home and a restaurant served it, I would be blown away. But because I'm on the Disney cruise and there's these other amazing options available, I would recommend you go with those. Get a strawberry sundae for the table to have a little ice cream on the side, but I promise you're gonna want the souffle and the creme brulee. They are just so good. Everything at Royal Palace is. I always get so hungry making these videos, and then again when we're on the premiere, I really do just, this makes me so hungry. So if you're also hungry watching this video, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch. Special thank you to my live chat crew. I love you all so much. I look forward to hanging every Wednesday and Sunday. You all bring so much joy to me. Ludi, Travel with the Twins, DJ, Richard, Stephanie, Rodney, Judy, Irvin, you know, all you guys that are there, it means so much to me. I love y'all so much. Maya, Meredith, Julia Carr, Chrissy Carr, you all are amazing. I love you so much. Thanks for being part of the live chat crew. If you're watching, I premiere videos Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central Time. We would love for you to join us in the chat. And now I want to shout out 2 very special subscribers. I want to give a big hello and thank you to Gloria, Binya, and Wendy Plummer. I hope I pronounced both of your names correctly. You all have been so kind. You watched videos recently, you left really, really sweet comments. Gloria, you had watched my films. I want to thank you for your support of Remember the Goal and the Perfect Race. That means the world to me. Thank you for your kindness. And Wendy, you are a part of our DCL fam. Thank you so much for watching my videos and taking the time to say something so sweet. It really and truly does mean the world to me. I love you both. I love you all so much. Let me know what you want to see next here on Alleyways. Do you want to continue the menu review series? Do you want to do lunch menus on board? Should we do Paulo? Let me know what you want to see next. And until then, I'm going to look forward to seeing you next time right here on Alleyways. Bye!